G'day subscribers and welcome to FJ Holden Jive Talking. Thanks for joining me. We've had a bit of a busy day today. We've already put 2 in the can, 2 episodes that is, but there's a couple of other things that I'd like to talk about. And the first one is a bit of a help to people, for instance, while they're at a swap meet or a jumble sale or something like that, just to help you recognise Holden parts. Now, what I'm going to show you are all Holden packaging, or as in FJ packaging. Now this one here, you can see that the style of it is like 1940s, very much 1940s style. In this instance, we've got a gear in there, and I'm keeping all of that together just to keep everything protected. But you can see, it certainly looks, design-wise of the day, it looks really classy and classic, and I like all that sort of stuff. It's got the gear on the side for the part number and all that sort of thing, and it says distributed by NASCO. So that's an FJ part. Now look, the upgrade from that one, as far as design is concerned, as I jumble around here, would be this design. Now, in this instance, this is pretty special actually. My dad hounded me until I bought this. It's a double row bearing, not a one row bearing, a double row bearing, because he was saying to me this is what they used to use in the taxis in the day for the bearing in the gearbox, because it was less prone to wear, being a double bearing, not a single row bearing. So, man, I had to look high and low to find that. Because like a lot of things, I listened to what my dad had to say, because he'd been there and done it all, and had one or 2 actually from new. So I've already told subscribers about that, or I may not have actually, but anyway, I'll talk about that in a moment perhaps. Now, the other thing is, okay, so we've gone from the classic to the FJ Holden era, and then you can see this is, excuse me, HG, HT, HK era. Same parts for FJ. And, you can see everything, all wrapped, and it's all new, and, you can see the type of packaging that it's in, and this protected a lot of things. I mean, I've received and gone through so much stuff like this in building front suspension and stuff like that previously. You get little cylinders that are full. You've got to cut them open, and more often than not, it's all recycled steel. It's got like a rosella underneath, or a beer can, or whatever is the case. Excuse me. But having said that, so that's 3 pieces of packaging. But then for this is FJ part as well. It's even got the 7421593 on it for a gear. And this is how you'll pick it, and you'll see the tinge of red on them. See the tinge of red that they use for checking out the lapping. You can see the little red butts in there. So, all FJ, so theoretically they could all be the same part or the same part number, but, 4 different packages. So you can see that's, 70s style. So you can see the style there for 40s, 50s, 60s and 70s. But same dog, different eyebrows. That's all it is, different eyebrows as far as packaging is concerned. Now, I know with my dad, when he bought his FJ for his taxi, he was always a businessman, and he knew it was a 5-month wait, and he was always quick to sniff out a way to earn a living. So he actually bought 2. He bought 2 Holdens, one to go on the blue and white fleet, and I know it ultimately got changed to black and white 169, but he bought 2. And so the first one went to the paint shop as a taxi for blue and white, and in the other one, he just put an ad in the Courier Mail, selling brand new 48215 Holden sedan, and it was a 5-month wait. 49% of the cars on the road were Holdens, and so Dad put it on the classifieds in the adverts for the Courier Mail, and the next morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning he goes out and there's half a dozen blokes at the front gate wanting to have a look at the Holden, and he's like, well mate, the Holden's there, I'm sure you've all seen them in the sales room, who's going to offer me the most amount of money for it? So it was really as simple as that with my old boy. And Holden did a lot of things. I remember being a little boy, and every time there was a new Holden released, what the dealerships would do, and there was, our house was at West End, and we always had a block of land at Mount Gravatt, and we didn't build at Mount Gravatt until my mum was very, very sick. And that's when we built the new house and we moved there so my mum could have her last year and a half or whatever in her new house. So that was a nice thing for her. But I remember every trip to Mount Gravatt, we would go past Zupp's Holden at Mount Gravatt. And whenever there was a new Holden released, and I can remember the HG and the HQ and so on, what they would do is they would either paper up the windows or paint the windows, and then out on the outside they would have a sign writer come in and put words to the effect of new model coming soon and all of these types of things, new model inside. So it was a real curiosity that they were trying to build to get interested people inside, and they were very good at that period of time doing three things. Firstly, trade-ins, because they wanted to get people into the new car. Secondly, they would have run-out stock. So the superseded model, they'd offer really good deals on it. And thirdly, they would want to get the new model out, so they would very keenly price the new model to start with, so that it would be able to hit the streets pretty quickly. But anyway, that's just how Holdens did it. But look, one of the things that I've gotten for mine, and I've been having, I won't say a crisis, but I've had 4 different options about what to, what fuel cap to put on mine, because I've got the locking fuel cap that's got the long nose on it, the NASCO one. I've got the other NASCO fuel cap that's got the lock in the centre. I've got the correct, well, those other 2 are correct, but just the standard slip-on. I've got new old stock twist top, but I also got this one, and I'm really, really thrilled with it. It's in excellent condition. It's new old stock, so it's exactly the same as what the twist top is, but with this version, it's got the reflector in it, and I'm thinking, oh, that looks pretty special. And for me, loving all of the knick-knack and quirky things, I'm thinking I found my petrol cap. So from that, I think that looks like it's going to be the cat's whiskers as far as I'm concerned, and those other 4 can just stay on the shelf. But yeah, I'm going to go with that one. I do have to reposition the inlet for the petrol tank, as I've told subscribers. But another little piece I came across today in the garage, and this is a Valance. Now, this Valance actually, 2 things, is shown in the Master Parts catalogue with the illustrations of the interior NASCO accessories that you're allowed to, that were available to buy. But this is a standard part on a special, and this Valance goes underneath the Glovebox door. So the Glovebox door folds down like that, right? And then this slips underneath on the FJ. But this silver and black lining is continued on the grill panel here. So this looks all pretty flash. But what you could also do, and I haven't grabbed one out just for the sake of the exercise, you can have this Valance. You have it as standard as a special, on a special, and you had the same pattern for the Glovebox lid. Whereas for the business sedan, the standard sedan, the ute and the panel van, you just had a body painted Glovebox lid. But you could pay the extra and buy the Valance and put the Valance in. It's already got pre-drilled holes in it, there, and plus the holes underneath. So you don't even have to drill any holes. It's a matter of taking the screws out that are there and slipping this into place. And then congratulations, you've got your more luxurious looking dashboard that's got the Valance on it, and you can also have the Glovebox lid that goes across the top. But there you go, folks. There's a quick hit for you on FJ packaging, the different styles that you could have. Something flash as far as the petrol cap is concerned, and also the Valance that goes underneath the Glovebox door. But please, with your friends, particularly the car enthusiasts, share, like and subscribe, but more importantly, enjoy your Holden.